The boxing world has been shaken by a bombshell report claiming Terence "Bud" Crawford is secretly battling a serious shoulder injury just days before his highly anticipated clash with Canelo Alvarez. What was once a dream fight now threatens to become a nightmare, prompting a pressing question. Is Crawford stepping into the ring hurt? The whispers began quietly, but have grown into a loud uproar, with insiders warning that this hidden problem could change the entire narrative of the bout.
Now, that's a bigger risk. You get hit on the shoulder, ooh, I felt it. And it drains you. You know, you get hit.
A little energy bar.
Yeah. You get hit with it. I done been in there with heavyweights, and in this ring, you can block 3 punches. Boom, boom, boom. Man, you gotta get yourself together. He ain't even laying clean. But he's such a big, strong man that you feel it. Boom. My elbow. Boom. He half caught me on my liver, half caught me on my elbow. Man, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that. So, but what works for me is the fact that I'm not afraid of a bigger man. My stamina, physically stronger than what meets the eye, and I'm hitting hard enough to get respect. And then I just keep coming. And then you start to see like we're even, then the big guy starts to wear down. That's what's always benefited me in the Olympics. Sparring set.
2 former world champion Tim Bradley led the charge, questioning not just the supposed injury but Crawford's character. In a fiery outburst, Bradley argued these rumors sounded like pre-made excuses for defeat. He insisted true champions overcome any obstacle, and if Crawford truly was hurt, he should still show up ready to fight. Bradley's message was unmistakable. No excuses. His blunt words sent shockwaves through boxing, framing the issue not merely as an injury, but as a test of Crawford's grit in what might be the toughest challenge of his career. Yet Bradley wasn't
100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that shoulder. Bro, this is what we signed up for. This is part of being a fighter. That's what it's part of. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. This is what comes with it. That's it. Stop making excuses. No team. Winner takes all on this one.
Even if Crawford were perfectly healthy, the dangers ahead remain enormous. Legends like Oscar de la Hoya and former rival Sean Porter have voiced deep concerns. Their focus isn't on an injury, but on Canelo Alvarez's size and strength. De La Hoya reminded fans of an old moment when Crawford was shaken by Uriorkis Gamboa, a natural 130-pounder. He posed a sobering thought. If a smaller man hurt Crawford, what will happen when Canelo, who walks around at 175 pounds and has faced elite foes, lands clean? Porter echoed that fear, questioning Crawford's ability to withstand Canelo's heavy shots over 12 brutal rounds. Together, they painted a bleak picture of a small...
That's the million-dollar question, because I'm a historian. I love boxing. I love watching it. I love studying it. I know it inside out. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural, super middleweight, maybe?
But Crawford, his downfall can be his heart. His downfall can be, his abilities to stand in there with you and trade punches. Because if you get caught by Canelo's punch, you're going down. You're gonna get knocked out. So this fight, I have it a close decision for Crawford if it goes to decision, and late knockout between the 7th and 10th round for Canelo.
Swirl of doubt and criticism, Terence Crawford himself stays calm. When asked directly about the speculation, he didn't just deny it, he laughed it off. At a recent media event, he dismissed the talk as antics, even asking reporters where they got the idea about a shoulder issue. To prove his point, he swung his arms freely, showing no discomfort. He insisted that claims of him being injured,
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. What one, think of me doesn't, move me or anything. They can't fight for him. They can't fight for me. So, their opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day in my eyes or in my feelings, because I've been doubted my whole career, my whole life in boxing. So, you know, I've been told I would never be where I'm at now. I was told that, you know, I needed to get another job because I wasn't going to be world champion. So many things that I've been told in my life. I just feel like, okay, well, just watch me do it, you know, and with my self-belief in myself, you know, I don't care what nobody else say because I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Rumors.
Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. You know, so don't tell Canelo, you know. It may be the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders. Shh, keep that under wraps.
Every story is the ultimate smoking gun. They argue that, of course, Crawford would deny it, admitting weakness before facing a dangerous foe like Canelo would be reckless. Critics highlight 3 key points. At 37, healing takes longer. He's been out of the ring for over a year, and if he loses, the injury will surely become the prime excuse. These arguments have split the boxing community, leaving fans unsure whether Crawford is being honest.
What I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez breaking down Bud's guard.
When he was just hitting me in the arm, it was kind of making my arm drop rather than being able to return with it.
How does power feel?
Yeah, he's strong. He punched every time hard.
Your arm? How is it? Is it pretty bruised? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that hurt. Damn, that hurt. Those are light heavyweights. Big men who, while they're blocking, their arms are getting destroyed. Not welterweight. I understand what you hope. I'm talking about what we can measure. Bud is a welterweight. He ain't gonna be able to block. You get what I'm saying?
It's adding more intrigue as Crawford's striking new look as he prepares for Canelo. He has climbed weight divisions. In recent photos stunned fans. He appears more like a bodybuilder than a welterweight, sporting a sculpted frame. This shift has sparked fierce debate. Is it a masterstroke building? A body tough enough to withstand Canelo's power, or a gamble? Some insiders suspect the strain of bulking up fast may be behind his shoulder troubles. This change could decide everything, either paving the way to victory or spelling disaster. Just as the narrative seemed set, sharp-eyed observers spotted something unusual about his rival.
Close source that Terence Crawford's shoulder that he had surgery on has been flaring up in camp. Have you heard any? I mean, this always happens. Big fights, big rumours. I'm guessing you haven't heard anything about a potential injury?
No, I hadn't. And you get these things coming into fight weeks, and he needs to be at 100%. If it's a serious injury, he's going to struggle in this fight. You know, because he's going to need all his wherewithal against Canelo, who's a much smarter fighter than people widely give him credit for. You speak to all those who've been in the ring with him, and they all say how clever he is. Suddenly he's in range, suddenly he's out of range, that his footwork is much more deft and subtle than he's given credit for. Yeah, well, I hope he's...
Hi again, Coach. They say that Crawford got injured, and then, is that true? What people say is that? 100%. He's ready for the fight for this Saturday. 100%. You gotta say that in the news, right?
In the news.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We are ready here in Vegas, ready for Saturday, September 13th. Then Riyadh season and Turkey Al-Ashi. We're ready.
They talk a lot about the knee of Canelo. They talk a lot of the shoulder of Crawford. It is all